Hi everyone, and welcome to Landscapes Part 3. I've got an apology first of all because I think I got my names muddled up. So I think I already had a Landscapes 3, but that was actually Landscapes 2. So now we're back to Landscapes 3. So it doesn't probably make any sense, but either way, we'll rename them right on the actual files and the videos. So hopefully, this is the third part of Landscapes. And another thing I want to apologise is when I've looked back at some of these videos, I realise I do gabble on. So I'm going to try not to talk so much and try and get more to the point with the actual drawing. And so I'm probably going to try not to repeat things so much from other videos. Right, so in this one, I want to now combine the things we've done in the Landscapes Part 2, which was the little micro landscapes, and we were looking then basically at shapes. So we had some landscapes which we drew and sort of simplified the shapes we can see in the landscape. So we tried to remind ourselves that all landscapes are basically, as are most of the things we look at, just sort of combinations of different shapes. So what I'd like to do in this session is now look at the similar sort of images, and again we're working from photos at the moment because we're mainly stuck at home. And I'll obviously look at the photos I've got, and I might try and paste some on the Facebook page, some photos that I've got which you can use for these exercises. But if you've got your own photos or your own views, that's absolutely fine. Right, so now this time we're going to try and add continuous line to the drawings of the micro landscapes. Okay, right, here we have a picture of Winterton Beach. And I chose it because basically it's quite a straightforward view. So what we're going to do now, and I'll do this as a very, very quick demonstration, then I'll do a longer time lapse. In this one, we're going to draw in those kind of triangular shapes we did, or the shapes. So the kind of basic shapes we can see. Okay. Okay, now that's basically it drawn with kind of geometric, if you like, angular shapes. Now just one point, when I know you're supposed to use rulers, but when I'm drawing like this, and when I'm plotting out a big painting, I tend to sort of measure things. So if the boundary of the horizon is halfway, I make it halfway. There's nothing worse than having an horizon on a strange angle. And now, so what we did is I quickly drew in those shapes, and then we're going to kind of take the continuous line sort of thing and meander around those shapes and sort of round everything off, okay? And the point is, with a continuous line, the pencil is kind of more or less staying on the page. Obviously we're working just in lines, so there's no tone. Okay, right. So that's like ideally it's a micro landscape, so it's smaller than this, but I just drew it at this scale because then you can see it better. Sort of roughly A4. So we found those sort of triangular shapes, and then we redrew it, then we sort of rounded everything off with a kind of more flowing continuous line. Now what I'm going to do now is do a more complicated one. This time I do it as a time lapse. So just to remind you, the process we're doing is, first of all, we find our horizon, and because it's a photo, it's easy to measure it and just check it where it is in position. So we draw the horizon. Then, I think, as you can hopefully see from the demonstration, drew in I say fairly crudely and angular, the major shapes. So the trees, again like a wedge, this kind of I don't know, kind of oval shape. And again, there's a wedge of the trees there, the major triangles of the perspective and the river. And then once we got those in, so all we're doing at that point is drawing easy to draw shapes. Okay, so it's like a collage of shapes. So once those are on, then we went round with the continuous line, which I've talked about in other lessons, and keeping our pencil light, flowing, organic, if you like, moving around all over the place, we join the shapes and we create these lovely lines, well hopefully the lovely lines, the perspective, the furrows of the field, the little bloke, and the trees and all the shapes. But we're now sort of combining the angular drawing that we laid down in the preliminary part with the curved, more shapely drawings of the free-flowing continuous lines, and hopefully the two then combine to give you a sort of a nice impression of the landscape you're trying to view. And then final things there are, we've got the tree reflection and so on, and a kind of bit of detail in the foreground to give it a bit more identity. But again, you can see the kind of speed you're moving, you're not spending too long on it. Now this is again the basis, I think, of, this is the way I've approached it, learning to do landscapes, break them down, simplify them, do them quickly. So if you could now practice this with different photos, and as I say, I'll try and upload some, then you get a feel for looking at landscapes, converting them into simplicity, and then adding the kind of free-flowing nature of the picture with the continuous line. And I think that's one of the best ways to learn about getting into landscapes. Again, I hope that made sense, and I hope you're finding this a straightforward, I personally think it's the easiest way to approach landscapes and kind of build confidence and move forward. But I just want to make it, if people do want to contact me or message me, email, or a message through Facebook, whatever, please do with any questions, and I'll try my best to answer them. And in the meantime, stay safe. I hope you enjoy the arts and the other things you're doing, and hopefully see you soon. Take care. Bye.